As you come back down to the surface, I want you to tell me the first thing that you see below you. Look down at where your feet would be and tell me what you see on your feet.
No shoes.
Are you wearing anything on your legs?
Can't tell.
Okay, so become more aware of your body and get a sense if you're a male or female.
Male.
Young or old?
Middle age.
About how old?
30 to 40.
And are you healthy?
I think so.
And become aware of what you're wearing on your body, if anything.
Shorts.
Anything else?
I don't know what else I'm wearing.
What is around you?
Lots of rocks and water. And trees.
Is the water flowing through the rocks?
It's like a big river.
And are you there alone?
I don't know.
What time of day is it?
It's the middle of the day.
And how does it feel outside?
Feels cool.
What else is there beyond the river? Can you see further out?
There's pine trees. Still mountains.
Okay. Become aware of why you are there. What are you doing there by that river?
That's where I live.
See? On the count of 3, I would like you to imagine yourself standing in front of the place where you live. 1, 2, and 3. Describe it to me, please.
It's a small cabin.
What is it made out of?
Logs.
Is there anything around it?
Can't tell.
So I'd like you to go ahead and enter the cabin and then tell me what you see inside.
Wood floor.
Do you see any furniture?
No.
Are there rooms in there, or is it just one big space?
It's one big space.
Is it empty?
There's a fireplace.
Is there a fire in it now?
Yes.
And what else do you notice around the fireplace?
Wood.
Like logs for the fire?
Yes.
Anything else?
Just one door.
Is it the door to the outside?
Yes.
Okay. And how many people live in this cabin?
Just me.
And is there a place for you to sleep?
So I don't see where there's places to.
So at this point you just see the fireplace and the logs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to count to 3, and on the count of 3 I'd like you to see yourself having a meal. 1, 2, and 3. Describe it to me, please.
Fish.
Where are you?
In the house.
Are you sitting somewhere?
The table.
How big is the table?
Small table.
And how did you cook the fish?
Fire.
Are you eating anything other than the fish?
Some sort of greens.
Mm-hmm. Can you become aware of what they are?
Leafy.
Is it cooked or
Just the fish.
just the fish is cooked?
Yes.
Okay. And does it have any spices on it?
No.
Does it have any salt?
No.
So all the food is bland?
Yeah.
Where did you get the fish?
By my house.
Did you catch it yourself?
Yes.
Do you eat any other things in general?
Wild animals.
Do you hunt for them?
I think so.
And what kind of animals are you usually able to get? You see yourself having different meals.
Food is not neat.
What does that mean?
Doesn't look well prepared.
Is it always prepared in your fireplace?
That's where it's cooked.
Mm-hmm. Are you aware now of the types of animals that you catch? Are they large or small?
Large.
So give me an example of a large animal that you hunted successfully.
Deer.
Okay. So a deer would give you a lot of meat. What do you do with all that meat? Are you able to store it?
Leave it outside because it's cold.
Oh, is it cold outside now? Or when you hunted for it?
Yes.
Okay. You're able to just store it outside until you need it?
Yes.
I see. Are there other people in that area other than you?
There's no other people.
Can you tell me why you're there by yourself?
It's peaceful.
So you choose to live by yourself?
Yes.
How long have you been there?
Quite some time.
Do you ever come in contact with other people?
Not seeing other people.
Do you miss seeing other people?
No. I like it there.
I want you to allow yourself to go back in time to the time before you got there. And tell me what was happening before that made you choose to come live there by yourself. And tell me what you're seeing.
Very small town. The feeling it looks like Alaska.
Who were you living with, or who were the people around you?
I don't think I live in this town.
Are you passing through it?
Yes.
Okay. And why are you there?
I believe I'm there for work.
What kind of work are you looking for?
I think I'm there to mine gold.
I see. And so what do you do?
I sit for gold.
So do you do it on your own, or do you work for someone?
I think I'm on my own.
How old are you at this point?
I'd say 30s.
Okay. So how is it going?
I think that I just started.
And are you having any success?
No.
Are there other people around you that are doing the same thing?
Yes.
And are you meeting people? Are you developing any relationships with people, or do you stay all by yourself?
Around other people.
And where are you staying while you're there working?
Looks like a salon.
Okay. And when you came there, did you leave any family or anybody else that you cared for behind?
I think so.
Who is it?
Can't tell, but I know there's people.
So as I count to 3, the veil will lift and you will become much more aware of who you left behind. 1, 2, and 3. Who do you have in your life?
Wife and 2 kids.
And where are they?
At home.
And where is home?
It's a house in the middle of a field.
And where is it? Where's that field?
Can't tell, there's lots of long grass.
Just to become aware of your travels and kind of where you had to travel from or through.
Somewhere in the center of the country.
Okay. Is that in America?
Yes.
Okay. What made you leave them and go looking for gold?
Money.
And what is your wife doing now without the money, without the support?
I think we have animals.
Do the animals help to get the money, or is it just to provide food for the family?
I think food.
Okay. And how old are your kids?
I think one is maybe 6. It's a boy. Younger, also a boy.
Okay. And how was it for you to leave them? Did you look forward to the journey, or was it difficult?
It's difficult.
Okay. And so now you're in this very small town looking for gold. Let's move forward in time a little bit and tell me if you have had any success yet.
I have a feeling that I found it.
And what happens next?
It's in the river.
Are you rinsing it out?
Yes.
And then where do you take it?
Back to town.
Are you able to get money for it?
Yes.
And what do you do with it?
I think I'm going home.
So let's move to the time when you arrive home. On the count of 3, you will find yourself back home. 1, 2, and 3. Tell me what you notice.
My kids are bigger.
How much time passed?
Years.
How old are they?
Much bigger. 12 or 13.
Did you just return, or have you been back for a while?
I just got back.
So you were gone for about 6 years?
I think so.
And how's your wife?
Good.
And do you have enough money now to stay there at home?
Yes.
And so I want you to move to the next significant moment in that life where you make the decision to leave on your own. 1, 2, and 3.
When I'm going to Alaska because we had no money.
So when you lived in the cabin, was that while you were looking for gold?
I think so.
Okay. So the river where you caught fish, is that where you also looked for gold?
Nearby.
Okay. And so you lived there for about 6 years?
It's a long time.
And were you able to stay in touch with your wife and children during that time?
No.
So you didn't know how they were doing?
No.
And did they have any news from you? Did they know if you were even alive?
I don't think so.
So it was when you found the gold that you were able to return?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for explaining that. So on the count of 3, I want you to move to the next significant moment in that life. 1, 2, 3. Tell me what you're experiencing.
Old.
How old are you?
Can't tell.
Okay. Are you alone?
No.
Who's with you?
My family.
Which members of your family are there?
My wife and kids.
And how old are they now?
Kids are grown. My wife is old.
Do your kids have their own families now?
I don't know.
What is happening with you?
I think dying.
Are you ill?
Just think I'm old.
And how are you feeling right now?
Overwhelmed.
Why are you feeling overwhelmed?
I know my time is over.
And where are you with your family? Where are you located now physically?
In a different house.
Is it a house you moved to?
Yes.
Is it bigger?
Yes.
So were you doing well or better in the later years?
It's a large lot of home.
What were you doing to make a living?
It's a ranch. I have the feeling I work a lot.
So were you farming?
No. Horses.
Okay. Are you still in the same state, in the same location in the country, or did you move somewhere else?
The western part of the United States.
Okay. So you were breeding horses, raising horses.
I don't know. I have horses.
Okay. So as you're lying in your house, surrounded by your family, is there any message that you are able to communicate to them before you go?
Peaceful feeling.
So just allow yourself to go with that peaceful feeling and very gently allow your spirit to lift out of your body. And as you float out and look back at those that you have left behind, still standing there around the body, what is your feeling as you look at them from above?
I know it's okay.
And so as you look back at the life that you have just lived and looking at it from a spirit perspective now, I want you to become more and more aware of the lessons that you wanted to learn and the experiences you wanted to have in that life. And tell me what they were.
Peaceful life. difficult but peaceful. Being in nature all the time.
Mm-hmm. Did you develop a closer relationship with nature in that life?
I believe so.
Is it something that you can pull strength from even in this life? Okay. Anything else that comes to you about that lifetime that is revealing?
I have a feeling I shouldn't have left.
When you left your family to go look for gold?
Yes.
And why is that?
I feel like I missed a lot.
With your kids and your wife?
Yes.
Was there an alternative to that? Was there a better way?
Maybe.
And why do you think in that life you chose to leave?
I thought that was the right choice.
So what are you seeing now from a spirit perspective?
Learned that it wasn't.
Did it negatively affect your family?
I don't know.
But it had an effect on you?
Yes.
Okay. And so, as a spirit, what do you learn from that experience that you take with you into the future lives?
To spend time with your family.
Okay. Did you have a close relationship with your sons after you came back?
I believe so.
And how was your relationship with your wife?
In a sense, it was good.
And from a soul perspective now, can you see if any of the people in your family or that were important to you in that life are with you in your current life?
I think my brother
Was who?
my oldest son.
I see. Anybody else?
I don't know about my wife.
Okay. And from the soul perspective again, have those people in that life returned with you in other lives?
Yes.
Is there any particular life that you're aware of, or just a general sense that they were with you?
I can feel they were.
Beautiful. So I want you to allow all of those images to begin to fade away. And as they fade away, you will feel a sense of meeting your whole being. Sense that all is well. Sense of everything. Continue your soul to go on their own way with their lives. Allow yourself to once again to images behind. Feeling and sensation, floating, completely safe, completely float, inspire yourself. Just allow yourself to continue your journey. And we set an intention to move to another space and time that is most appropriate for you to look at and examine, that would be the most relevant to your current life. And so on the count of 3, you will again see yourself standing on the ground. 1, 2, and 3. Just become aware of where you are, what is happening.
The sky looks purple.
Is it stormy?
No.
So what else do you see other than the sky?
I still see the sky.
Okay. And are you looking at the sky from the ground?
Yes.
Are you laying on the ground? or standing?
Standing.
So I want you to look down for a moment at where your feet are. Tell me what you see on your feet.
I can't see anything.
Do you see your feet?
No.
Okay. Can you become aware of your body?
I know that I have a body.
So let's return back to the sky. Is it still the purple that you saw before?
Yes.
How do you feel about the color of the sky?
Beautiful.
Is it usually how it looks?
I think so. It's not like a sunset purple, it's purple and blue.
Kind of in stripes?
Swirls.
Can you become aware of where you are? What do you see around you?
Water. It's very smooth. There are not waves.
Is it a big body of water?
Yes.
Like a lake?
Maybe.
Okay. And what is around the lake? Or around this water?
There's some sort of animals.
And just look around, see if you can notice them.
Small.
Can you see them now?
Yes.
What are they?
Seagulls.
Okay. Are they on the ground?
No.
And what else do you notice around you?
Sand.
Mm-hmm. And can you notice your feet now and your body?
No.
Okay. Do you have a sense that you have a body?
I don't think I do.
So can you describe yourself to me? What is your sense of who or what you are?
I don't think I can be seen.
Do you have a physical body at all?
Not at the moment.
And so what are you doing there?
I think I'm just observing.
What in particular drew you there? What are you looking for?
I think I'm deciding where I'm going to live.
I see. And what is this particular place? Do you know where it is?
No.
Is it on Earth?
No.
Is it in this galaxy?
I don't know.
And so as you continue to observe, what else comes to your attention?
Feeling it's warm.
And are there specific things that you're considering?
I'm trying to decide what life will be like there.
And does that understanding come to you?
I don't know that I want to live there.
Why is that? What are you seeing that you don't like?
It's hot. I don't think there's a lot to eat.
Would you be living by yourself?
I don't think so.
And is there an alternative location that you're considering?
I feel like there's endless alternatives.
Do you go check all of them out, or some of them?
I have a feeling that this is the one that I'm supposed to be checking out.
But yet you decided that you don't want to be there.
Yes.
So what are you going to do instead?
Keep looking.
And so allow yourself to move to the next option that you're reviewing or to the next step that you're taking. So tell me what you're seeing now.
I was traveling through space.
How were you traveling?
I don't know, because all I could see what was around me. That was space.
Okay, and where did you arrive?
I don't know where I am.
Become aware of what's around you. Tell me what you're noticing.
Just say I don't know where I am.
You don't have to know where you are. I just want you to tell me what you're experiencing.
Still trying to find somewhere to live.
And as you're looking for a place to live, what are you seeing or experiencing?
I'm not worried, because I know I'll find somewhere.
What kinds of places are you looking at?
It's like I'm looking at them from space, but they don't look like Earth.
What are you seeing?
One of them's pink.
Give me more details.
It's small.
And what is there?
I don't know.
Is it a place that you like?
I have a feeling I'm still looking.
Okay. Do you see other places?
There are other planets.
Is there something specific that you're looking for? What kind of place would you like to find?
Somewhere with food.
Why is food that important?
I need a certain type of food.
What type of food do you need?
It's not meat. I don't think I can eat meat. I don't think it's good for me.
So you're looking for a place that would have a lot of plant-based food readily available?
Yes.
Let's see. So let's move forward to the moment when you identify a place that you like. 1, 2, and 3. Tell me what decision you made.
I think I'm back here on Earth.
So you found a place on Earth?
I think so.
And where is that place?
It's wherever I want to go.
As long as it is on Earth?
Yes.
Is that where you choose to come back next then?
Yes.
And are you aware what time in human history that is as you're making that selection?
It's the time before you could track people with satellites.
And so I wonder if you can allow yourself to enter into that life. And as you enter, I want to ask you, is this the first time that you come to Earth?
I don't think so.
So you had been to Earth before?
I believe so.
Okay. And so allow yourself to enter into that life and come to a first significant event in that life. And tell me what you're noticing around you.
I'm with other beings. It's not just me.
And who are they?
I don't know what to call them.
Can you describe them?
Why are you looking? Small.
Are they human?
No. Definitely not.
Can you describe their bodies?
Small shoulders. Not tall. Have arms, have legs. Brownish skin.
Do they have hair?
No.
Do they look like humans?
Similar, but not quite.
So what is different in them other than their height?
Mouth. Teeth aren't as big.
Anything else?
No ears.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
I don't think.
Do they have gender?
I don't think so.
So as you're standing there with them, you are in a human form?
I don't think so.
Are you one of them?
Yes.
Okay. And where are you now?
I think we're on Earth, but no one can see us.
And what are you doing there?
Eating
And what are you eating?
plants.
What kind of plants?
Some sort of vegetable.
Okay. And is it something that you found or you...
Found.
Can you become aware of why you are there? Why are you on Earth at the moment with that group?
I think we're helping.
You're helping whom?
I think that humans will learn from us, but won't know where they got the knowledge.
And how are you doing that?
We're helping them with ideas, but that's not the right term.
Okay. And allow the right term to come to you as you're telling me more about who you are and how you came to be on Earth. Is there a name of your species? And how many of you are there in that place?
5, maybe 6.
And how did you arrive there? To Earth.
In a vehicle.
Where is your vehicle?
On the ground.
Can you describe it to me?
On the inside it looks like glass. You see through. All around.
Does it have fuel?
It uses something, but it's not gas.
Is there an equivalent substance to it on Earth?
I think so.
And what is it?
It's not just one thing.
It's a mixture.
Yes.
And are you getting any information on what is in that mixture?
I think acid with water.
What was the first thing?
Water. I think that's why we didn't stay at the first place with the purple sky. It wasn't anything to eat, but it had a water-like substance.
And so when you arrive to Earth, do you spend a long time there or you stay for a little while?
I think we come and go.
And when you leave, do you go all the way back to your home?
No,
Where do you go?
just in the vehicle.
And then when you go back to Earth, what is it that you do there?
It's for food.
You find food?
That's one reason.
So the food allows you to sustain yourself.
Yes.
But what is your task there? What is your purpose for being there?
I think we are helping things advance.
So can you give me an example of what you do or ways in which you help?
think that we can help people with ideas.
So what ideas do you help them gain?
Ideas that can improve their lives.
So give me an example of what you help them with that has worked.
Technology.
What type of technology?
Radio.
And so you help them understand how to develop it?
Yes.
How long do you stay there?
I still believe they don't know.
Is your plan to reveal yourself at some point in the future?
No.
How long do you stay there? In human time, is it years?
Longer.
And during that time that you stay there, you never go back home?
No.
Where is your home?
I don't know.
And what is your relationship with the other 4 or 5 beings? Is there any kind of emotional connection between you?
I think so.
So what is it that you feel toward each other?
Respect.
Do you care for each other?
Yes.
Do you understand feelings of love?
Yes.
In your home, do you have family units?
Yes.
And do you have anybody back at home that you left behind?
No.
Do you have time? Do you live within time in your world? Or is this time irrelevant?
It's irrelevant.
So the time that you spend on Earth, it wouldn't be the same as you were gone from your home planet, right?
Right.
So is the plan for you to go back home when you're done? Or are you going to stay here for an indefinite amount of time?
Return.
And so let's move to the time when you feel that you have accomplished what you came to accomplish. Or move to the next significant moment in that experience. 1, 2, and 3. So tell me what is happening.
Humans with the ability to leave the planet.
Have you been able to teach them or give them ideas that you wanted to give them?
I believe so.
And once they have the ability to leave the planet, does it mean leave in mass or fly into space and come back?
I think a lot will leave.
Okay. And at that point, what do you decide to do?
I think I'll leave.
Is your entire group going to go back or just you?
All of us.
Okay. And are you still invisible to humans or do they know of your existence?
They can't see us.
And why do you choose not to be seen?
Because of how they would react.
And when they're ready to leave the planet, are they ready to meet other beings?
Maybe.
How do you leave the planet?
In the vehicle.
And on the count of 3, see yourself arriving back home. 1, 2, and 3. Tell me what you're experiencing.
I'm getting ready to eat.
What are you going to eat?
I don't know. can smell it.
Is it a meal that you would eat at home?
Here or there?
There.
Yes.
Can you see yourself eating that meal? And tell me what it is.
Still plant-based, but there's something that smells good on it.
And is it raw or is it cooked?
Raw.
As you return to your planet, are you finding the family unit that you left behind?
I don't get a sense of family. It's more just people who know.
Okay. Are they happy to see you?
Yes.
And do you share with them your experiences, or were you able to communicate them before?
We could still communicate.
Do they all look like you?
Somewhere.
How tall are you in general, your people?
Shorter than the average human.
But not much shorter?
Not much.
Do you have a certain lifespan, or do you stay in that body for a very long time?
Not forever, but a long time.
And what happens when you come to the end of your time there? Do you choose when to leave?
I think we all choose.
Okay. So allow yourself to move to a moment where you get a greater perspective on that experience that you had on Earth. Can you tell me what was the importance of that life, of that experience on Earth for you?
I believe that was a form of love.
Did you want to experience love?
Yes.
Is love not something that you can feel fully on your planet?
You can.
Was it a different type of love?
No.
Why did you choose to come to Earth? Was it only because of the food that you could find there?
To help living things here.
So as you take your next deep, calming breath, I would like all of the consciousness and personality of Alex to fully integrate back into the body. And I'd like to ask if I may speak to Alex's higher consciousness.
Yes.
Thank you. So I know that you could have brought forth many different lifetimes for Alex to see today, but you chose the lifetime of a gold miner and then an alien being that came to Earth to help humans. Can you tell me why you picked those two lifetimes?
The first one will help him not to make the same decisions again.
I see. And one of the questions he had was if he has had any connection with alien beings. So the second life gives him a pretty good answer, doesn't it?
Yes.
Can you give him information about any other alien contacts or lives?
Hasn't had any contacts this time around.
Okay. The life that he had as an alien being seems to overlap in time with his current life, because it takes him into the future when humanity is ready to leave the planet. Is he experiencing them at the same time?
You could be in more than one place at the same time.
And is that what is happening with him?
Yes.
So can you talk about the purpose that he has for this lifetime? What are the lessons that he chose to experience, his path for this life?
There are no set rules.
And what does that mean for him?
You can do nothing. You can do anything. It's up to him what he wants.
Is he following his path right now?
Yes.
Is there anything in particular that he should be doing that he's not doing?
No.
He's interested in knowing how he can make the greatest positive impact in his life. Can you tell him what that may be?
Show love to everyone.
And is he in a good place, personally and professionally, to do that?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. He's also interested in knowing who is in his soul family. Can you give him in this life who has traveled with him before and who consistently comes back with him?
Ones he has a gut feeling that have been there.
And so he has an idea.
Yes.
So he was asking about living on other planets and contacting aliens. Can you give him an idea if he has lived in different alien environments?
Yes.
And does he still travel there when he's in spirit?
Yes.
Anyone in particular that you want to tell him about, that he's especially connected to?
He knows.
Does he have it in his mind right now? Is he going to remember it when he's conscious?
Yes.
When he leaves this life, he wants to know who will be greeting him. Explain to him a little bit how it works and who will be there.
It will be people he recognizes. Spirit. They may still be living, but their spirit can still greet you.
And what is this experience like?
I don't know how to describe it. It's peaceful. You can just feel love.
Okay. Beautiful. I'd like you to just absorb it and retain that feeling so you can bring it back and share with others when appropriate. Is there a number that you can give Alex of the lives that he has lived here on Earth as a human?
Many.
Okay. And he was asking about the lessons that he's here to remember. You already told him that he doesn't want to repeat the same mistake he made in the previous life that you showed him. Is there any other lesson that he should become aware of?
No.
I also wanted to ask about the signs that he receives in this life. So he wants to ask about the guardian angels or his spiritual entourage. But more specifically, he sees blue jays quite a bit. Can you tell him what the meaning of that is And if it's a specific message, who is this message from?
It's a message that everything is working out.
Is there anybody in particular that is working with him as a guide, or is it a collective energy?
Collective.
He wanted to ask what led him to this moment of this inquiry. I guess how his path unfolded that brought him to the now moment.
He was seeking.
And it's a response to his search.
Yes.
Is there a way for him to continue to remember more past lives, or is it even beneficial for him right now? Should he continue to remember?
It would be his choice, but I don't think he needs to.
And if he chooses to, what is the best way for him to do that?
What he's doing now.
And the last question I have for you is more about the general situation in the world. Like many, he is disturbed by the seeming chaos in the world. So can you shed some light on what is happening and why it's happening?
Some people are learning the importance of love, and others fear. There's nothing to worry about.
Okay, so before we close, I want to ask you to do a body scan. And just scan through the entire body, noticing anything that's off balance. And talk me through it as you're going.
He's healthy.
Okay. So, nothing in the body that needs to be looked at?
No, he could eat healthier, but no.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. So I want to give you one last opportunity to send a message directly to Alex. If there's anything you want to tell him right now.
There's no need to ever worry about anything.
Thank you. So I'm going to ask now the higher consciousness to recede to where it belongs, with much love and thanks for the help and information that it has given Alex today.